Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're doing well and having a really great day. In this video, I wanted to speak regarding the state of, buying GPUs or just the prices of GPUs as of right now, and just going back in history, maybe a year ago, and showing you the prices back then, and just talking about, potential an opportunity cost of either selling the GPU back then versus maybe mining through it throughout the past year up until now, potentially, and a couple other things that I do want to talk about. Okay, so before I begin, this video is sponsored by nerdgears.com. If you guys are interested in graphics cards, they're 240 volt 30 amp PDUs, which you guys have seen these on my channel. These are really nice to see the volt and amperage that you are using on your mining rigs on 240 volt. So this is pretty nice, as well as they have a bunch of graphics cards in stock. So this goes really well into the pricing of GPUs right now, actually, that they have been coming down. Okay, I remember 5700 XTs used to be what, 500, 600, maybe even close to $1,000 last year. And A2000s used to be, 700, 800 bucks. And now they're 400 bucks on Nerd Gears. And 3060 Ti's used to be well over $1,500 at one point. All that stuff. But going back here, guys, just to show you typically a RTX 3080. Okay, this is probably a popular card, and 3070s are also very popular as well. But just to show you, as of recording, okay, July 12th, and sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird. I am a little bit sick. I am in the process of moving, and I think I breathed in something wrong, but I'm okay. I'm okay. So there's a MSI Supreme 10 gigabyte 3080 here for $749. Looks like recently sold on eBay here, July 12th. All right, now if we go back to, let's say, April of 2021, that same GPU sold for about $2,600. Whew, that is a lot. Do you guys remember, for those that have been mining for the past year, do you remember 3080s costing this much? 2,200, 2,600. I think at one point it was like 3,000 at one point. But isn't that crazy to see, right? Isn't that crazy to see? And then a couple months before that, in January 11th of 2021, 3080s were going for about $1,300, $1,400. Okay? All right. And so here we are today. I would say, yeah, the prices of 3080s have definitely been coming down. And also looking at buying 3080s on like Amazon per se, and I think right now Amazon Prime sales are going on. Link down below if you guys are buying anything on Amazon, helps me out. But anyways, yeah, the prices have been generally coming down, right? Because obviously the market's been coming down. You guys can probably understand from, I guess, all this recession talk and the rising of interest rates, all that stuff. So now I wanted to do a comparison here of whether or not someone who sold GPUs last year during, let's say in April, all right, at the height in 2021 for 2,600, all right, just as a comparison, MSI Supreme $2,600 back in April of 2021 versus now, okay? And so what I wanted to do here is take an average of the Ethereum profitability. So over a year span in 2021. So I'm just going to take like, what's a medium price here in terms of, this is per 1 mega hash. So I'm just going to take like a medium average point here, and I wish I could export all these numbers, but let's just say from January to December, right, of 2021 last year, let's just take this point right here. On a 1 mega hash scale, the profitability would be about 11 cents. You can see on the left there. At this point in time, I think that would be around the medium. So let's say 0.112, all right, and times 100 mega hash. A typical 3080 Supreme can get 100 mega hash. So in a single day, all right, that would be $11.20. All right, so that was generally in the course of 2021, the whole year, on average, roughly a 3080 was making per day, all right, in terms of the dollar value that you see on what to mine. And let's just correlate here how much a 3080 makes right now at 100 mega hash, and that would be about $1.07 a day. Okay, so that's just as of right now, right? But on average, all right, in terms of a span of a year, roughly, okay, that was what a 3080 would create in a day, times 365. $4,088. Okay, in that 1 year, if you mined Ethereum and sold it, I guess essentially every day or something, that's how much you could theoretically get, 4,088. Now, obviously, the different days here, it'd be a lot higher, and obviously there's some days it would be a lot lower, but on average, I took here, and I could be wrong, I'm just saying on average here, it would be about $4,088. So if you compare that opportunity cost, or alternative of selling that GPU back then for 2,600, you could have simply just kept mining with it, and you could have potentially profited this much around there. And then, of course, if you still have that hardware now, you can sell it for another good $750 as of right now. So in theory, right, minus your electrical costs, you would theoretically then be making it out better than if you were to sell your hardware last year at the peak versus mining with that all the way up until now, if that makes sense. Does that make sense to you guys? I've been wanting to answer this question for a while because people have been saying, yeah, I sold all my GPUs at the top back in May of 2021, or maybe November of 2021, recently, maybe half a year ago. And so obviously hindsight is 2020, right? You don't know if the market's going to go down. You don't know how mining profitability is going to be, but depending on your strategy, and if you were, selling every day, then in theory, you would have made more by mining with the GPU rather than selling it at the top during the middle of the year or earlier in the year of 2021. So hopefully that gives some type of, I guess, confirmation in a way that you could have probably made more just by mining with it instead of selling the GPU at the top. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about my calculation here. It might be wrong, but anyways, confirming here, the prices of GPUs have been coming down. So looking on Newegg, like 3070s, these are GPUs I really like. I don't think Newegg has really great pricing here for 3070s, 589, 579. Yeah, they're not great prices. Micro Center, I think Micro Center, I think Micro Center is okay. Why is the 3090 Strix more than the 3090 Ti? Am I missing something here? That's weird. But going down, I'm seeing a lot of the AMD cards. I mean, yeah, they've been coming down as well, but not as great. But of course, when you go to Nerd Gears, you'll see a lot better pricing here on obviously used GPUs in terms of mining, and you all know used GPUs for mining, it can be good and also can't be good depending on how well people take care of them. But overall, you guys have probably been seeing the prices of GPUs come down, right? And so now everyone has been wondering after the Ethereum merge, is which GPUs should I be buying for mining, or speculating on which coins will be for essentially the next coin to break out, like Raven coin or something, or Flux. And so a lot of people have been buying 2080 Ti's. A lot of people have been buying 3070s. I've been preaching 3070s to be great cards for mining Flux in terms of efficiency. And I think this hash rate is supposed to be 60 now. I think we can get 60 souls on a 3070, but at like maybe 150 watts now. But the efficiency is still above there, right? 2080 Ti is really good, assuming you can get the Samsung memory 2080 Ti's. The Micron memory 2080 Ti's, I have not been able to get good results with the Micron memory. They require a lot more power, and they get a little bit less hash rate. So the efficiency is probably on par with 6700 XT. I think the 6700 XTs are overall really good if you can get them for a good price. But generally, I like 3070s if you can get them for a good price, right? If you're talking about Raven coin, then yeah, 3070s are also good. The AMD cards are good on Kapow or any ProgPow variant coin. A2000s are of course efficient, but I don't know, in terms of resale, the A2000s, like the Quadro card styles, they're not as great to sell to like a gamer. So I would still like the 6600 XTs or 6600s. I don't think I have one of those on this list. But 3070s, of course, generally overall great GPUs for mining in terms of efficiency. And yeah, but guys, that's it. I don't want to make this video too long. Let me know your thoughts on my calculation here of the alternative of selling the hardware back then versus mining through it throughout the last year. And I want to know if you guys sold your hardware at the peak or kept mining throughout the markets here, and you obviously made more. And actually, one thing I forgot to mention is, like, what if you had older gen GPUs like RX 580s or just older generation GPUs that are just not as efficient as the newer gen GPUs. And so it may have been better to sell like RX 580s, for instance, of when at the peak, when they were like, what, going for $400, $500, $600 back then, like October of 2021. All right. RX 580 Nitros, $568 recently sold. That is insane. And now these are all going for like, let's see, 118, 92, 135, $134. Okay, so I bet maybe the opportunity there, the alternative of selling these types of older gen GPUs at the peak would have been a better idea. And actually, you know what? This same thing could probably still, this alternative here of selling back in October, like your 3080s or other GPUs, then the calculation versus mining throughout. I mean, whatever you guys think, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Back to packing for me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one and peace out.